Hi guys, welcome back to the Heel Project. We have just finished AEW Double or Nothing. God, it's 5:30 in the morning. Did we enjoy the show though, boys?
It was alright.
It was long. It was
very long.
That's the only criticism I've really got for the show is it was just so long. But yeah, it was a really good show.
Yeah. I'll run through the results first, and then we can sort of talk about some few things that happened throughout the night. But Diano, Perazzo beat Thunder Rosa. The Acclaimed with Billy Gunn beat the Cage of Anarchy. Will Ospreay is the new AEW International Champion. The Bang Bang Gang beat Death Triangle to retain the Unified World Trios Championship. Timeless Tony Storm is still your AEW's Women's Champion. Orange Cassidy beat Trent Barretta. Chris Jericho is still the FTW Champion. John Moxley beat... How do we say his name? Keshta. That's the right way, because I spent so long saying it wrong on purpose, I forget what it actually is. So he won't be facing Moxley for the actual title. Adam Copeland beat Malachi Black in their steel cage match. Mercedes Moné is the new AEW TBS champion after she defeated Willow Nightingale. Swerve Strickland defeated Christian Cage for the to retain his AEW World Championship, and the Elite won Anarchy in the arena. So it was a good show overall. The pre-show was a pre-show. It is what it is. Will Ospreay match was...
It was alright.
It was.
They teased going for the Tiger Driver. Obviously, he refused and won without it in the end. It was good. But then what happened after it, didn't it?
And then Adam Cole came out after this match, which was and then MJF has returned. I'm excited about that.
Very, very. A few times tonight, I started humming his music without even realising again.
And for me, it's probably the best bit of news from the show for the company, to be fair, to have MJF.
To be fair, a lot of the time I started watching weekly AEW shows because MJF was on there. And that's one reason I might watch him again. If there's a big MJF moment we know is coming up, I'll probably watch one.
I mean, that's fair.
But it's what got me into AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see him back. I part of me really wishes that he'd have made that jump.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is, AEW for me has needed that star power and that face of the company, and this is the face of the company.
It does. But I think we all knew he was staying with AEW anyway when he did.
Yeah, we did.
Or sort of around that time.
I'm just glad to have him back.
Yeah.
He's got a funny little tattoo now, though, we think.
Oh.
Yeah.
We think it's legit. It's got a funny little
it
AEW.
probably is legit.
I think it's legit.
He did come back wearing his Triple H return
gear
attire, though.
The denim return attire, Triple H one. But his tattoo just says "Bet on yourself," and it's got the AEW logo in a casino chip on his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
if get the company's logo tattooed on myself, but
if he's going to be the face of the company, he's probably got no intention of going anywhere. He is the top bill and will be the top bill as long as he wants to be there.
The thing is, mate, a lot of people never have any intention of going anywhere, but it doesn't mean that in 10 years' time things won't be different, and he's young enough that he'll still be going in 10 years' time.
Just get removed.
It's there is that, yeah.
He's going to have enough money, so
whatever. Yeah, it's just a bit weird for me. Tattoos are one of those things that if you're not planning on keeping it, don't get it.
Yeah, it'll be. He made it very clear, though. We are going to have full heel. He's not going to be the floater that he was before. That sounds awful.
He'll never be a full heel. He's a fan favourite heel.
He's a fan favourite heel, but yeah, that'll be good though. That'll be good.
Happy about that.
Yeah, I'm chuffed. The World Trio Championship match.
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
Got Juice Robinson return.
We did get a Juice Robinson return. Yeah.
A lot of these matches tonight even the predictable ones we thought would be predictable, I've noticed, including this, really teased they could have gone either way quite a lot, and they were very close, some of them.
Yeah, as a whole, I will say this probably about most of the matches, not all of them. They were all pretty good matches, and I'd said probably better than most of the matches from last night in WWE as well, to be fair, in terms of the match itself. I care less because I watch AEW less, but
exactly. But they were good matches.
Yeah. Tony Storm retaining was pretty good. I like that. Makes sense. We'd kind of need it.
Yeah, I think they teased the kind of separation between her and what's his face now as well, though, haven't they?
Luther.
I forgot his name.
Luther, yeah.
That's him. Because obviously they teased that Mariah May went to throw in the towel. Luther took the towel off her, and Tony saw Luther with the towel.
Right. Yeah.
And blamed him. So they've teased that a little bit, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, great match as well with Serena Deeb.
Mm-hmm. Orange Cassidy was the next one. Trent Beretta. Not necessarily the way I think it should have gone. Like I predicted it was going to be Orange Cassidy winning, but
yeah, it was another good match.
I don't know. Although Beretta said he's done with this,
stormed out.
I don't know what that means.
Apparently left the arena through the crowd.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess they're building something different. Yeah, so we'll find out.
Oh, Jericho Hook, Ciabatta was a great match.
Shibata.
No, Ciabatta.
It was a good match.
I've never seen dice used as weapons like that. Like I saying, I was less like, that's not going to hurt as
they're
much.
Not going to be. They're going to be very uncomfortable.
But I thought as you launch them each other, that's quite funny. Just every now and again, Shibata was enjoying it, just picking them up and just throwing them.
They were throwing dice at each other.
Yeah, it was an interesting concept. I think because it's the FTW title, it was kind of obvious that it wasn't going to get changed hands just yet. It's one of those belts that throughout the years it's only changed hands a few times and very, very long reigns normally.
It was one of those. It was like 90% chance of Jericho, maybe a 10% chance of Hook, wasn't it? And then
they've done it well, having to bring Big Bill down to help Jericho to do it. So it made the others look strong.
And what's his name that interfered as well under
the match? The one that was fighting one who was in triple threat to be in this match.
Oh, sorry, him. Yeah, I forgot. Brian Keith.
Yeah,
Brian Keith, that's him. Yeah, he came down.
I was thinking Keith Lee.
I forgot that happened.
To help Jericho. So that was the end.
Dodgy finish made the others look strong.
Yes. So, one that we expected.
The takeaway, though, isn't it? Is Brian Keith's now joined the learning tree with Jericho.
Yeah,
Big
it's
Bill,
now growing.
Whoever else is with Jericho at the moment, I can't remember.
But it still looks strong. But again, someone else we was expecting to look strong was we was expecting Takeshita to win this match, and John Moxley still looked strong and whatnot. But Moxley won, which that was a genuine surprise. We thought Takeshita would win.
They are throwing across that Don Callis told him what to do, and he didn't listen to Don Callis, and that cost him the win. So
and that's set up for something for Wednesday's Dynamite as well, with him looking at signing somebody else.
Yeah,
it was the fact that this was made as a number one contender match as such, or a contender match. Like if you won this, you get a title match.
We kind of thought it was obvious.
They might as well have just made it a title match if he was going to lose it like that.
Yeah.
But I suppose at the same time it kind of swerved us into all thinking, well, he's going to lose then.
Exactly.
He's going to win then. Like so.
So I'll be interested to see. They're going to have to have this. Obviously, this bout on the line for Forbidden Door. I'll just be interested to see what New Japan have planned for it.
Yeah.
I imagine if they put it on the line at Forbidden Door, it's probably going back to the Japanese.
Would make sense
from New Japan
because Moxley won it in America, and then they'll be back if they take it back whilst it's at a pay-per-view in America as well. That'd be quite poetic.
Just bring some more eyes onto the title, which will be onto the brand. It was done its job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Edge, Malachi Black. That was fun.
Good match.
Edge.
Edge. It done its job, and we got the return we wanted. We got the surprise.
Got the Gangrel.
Got Gangrel.
We got the the double swerve first before that, didn't we? Because the
We
House
did.
of Black came out, stood next to Malachi Black,
And you went,
then,
I think they're going to go help
and then they
with Edge.
switched and stood next to Edge, looked at Malachi Black, and Malachi Black sort of went, "Oh, you know," had a bit of a panic moment, and then Brody turned, hit the clothesline on Adam Copeland, and it was a double turn essentially, just to
Shake him up a little.
yeah. But then they ended up back in the ring, and Gangrel cut his way from underneath the ring, came up and
Annoyingly, I was pooping at this point.
Great
attacked
little,
him from under the ring.
great little spot to see him and Edge together again.
Yeah, a bit of fanging and banging.
Yep. And Edge retained.
Yeah.
And Edge did retain.
Edge
which
did
means
retain.
He doesn't have to join the House of Black.
Mercedes Moné is the new TBS champion.
It was.
By the way, just before we move on to that, another point with that last match, it's another stipulation that was completely pointless because
Yeah, it was.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
And there was no stipulation the other way, so it's weird.
The Mercedes match was. Do you know what I was going to say? It was obvious. We all said it.
Of course it was.
But
It was.
there's a few times in that match that it was looking like it was going to Will Nightingale.
Well, they've made her look strong, but also at the same time, it's led off nicely that we're going to have Mercedes Moné versus someone else because we had Willow being attacked by Chris Statlander. So
Yeah.
Well, Willow had the match won at one point during the match, and Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander was distracting the ref at the time.
Yeah.
So they cost her the match as well during the match,
As well as actually turning on at the end as well.
Afterwards, they sort of pushed Stokely away. Chris and Willow started to leave up the ramp, and then Chris attacked Willow on the ramp.
So built another
And
story
sided
there.
back with Stokely. So
Yes. But yeah, so she's the new TBS champion, so another belt to her name anyway.
Something else we have missed, by the way.
Snoop will be proud. Go on.
We will mention, I suppose, the Owen Hart champion the tournament.
I didn't watch it. I didn't even know
No,
what happened.
they've come out. The announcement was the winner of the men's and the women's are getting title shots at Wembley.
Oh, okay.
So
Which
Yeah,
happened last year, if I remember rightly as well.
no, it wasn't a title. It wasn't a tournament winners.
Wasn't
They
it?
just got their own little title, didn't they? Before.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
now
we
they
did,
are
yeah.
getting the world title shots at Wembley. So
Fair enough. Swerve Strickland retained against Christian Cage, as much to Link's sadness.
another really good match.
Great match, brilliant match. I love Christian. That's all I can say about this match.
I'm really liking Swerve since he's been over in AEW.
He's done very well. He's done very, very well. It's a great match.
Prince Nana did things for him as well.
I don't think there was any real spots or twists in this match. Like, obviously, Nana got sent away, then
All three of the others got sent away.
Mama Wayne, Nick Wayne, and
Killswitch
Killswitch got sent away, and then Nick came back out, hit an RKO off the stairs
Which was quite a good spot.
Swerve.
Oh, well, you had the spot before that where
And then
Swerve
chased
got
off
hit
with
into the
by Nana.
steps as well.
There was. Do you know what? There was. Like,
What?
there weren't so
Wait,
many
no, there
moments,
was-
but it was just a general, really, really good match.
There was
It
a
was,
spot on the table as well, on the announcer's desk as well.
There was
Well-
a lot of. There was
well,
like, don't get me wrong, it was a brutal match. There was
Yeah.
a lot of weapon spots and things, but I meant like interference or like big moments
Yeah.
with someone,
Right, yeah.
someone that was unexpected getting involved or any swerves or anything like that.
It was a match you'd expect to sort of go as it did.
Yeah.
It was a very hardcore style match.
And I suppose in a weird sort of way, this match went exactly how you sort of expect. Anarchy in the Arena was the main event, and you
How the hell do we explain what happened here?
you can.
There was lots.
If I tried to put up a clip, of one of the Stadium Stampedes before first reacting, and it actually got taken down for violence, not because of copyright. I think this would do the same.
Oh, 100%.
We had a truck being crashed into Darby Allin. We
Yeah,
had
Darby Allin got ran over.
Tony Khan looking like he was about to be beaten up, which was quite cool.
Fearing for his life.
Fearing for his life, of course, yeah. Jack Perry set alight.
Yeah, there was a flamethrower involved.
There was the flamethrower.
There was a lot of blood. There was a lot of random mental spots.
There
And then
was-
Darby Allin got hung upside down by his feet until he basically passed out.
Don't
And
forget
there
the
was
shoes.
Reebok trainers that are available tomorrow.
Right, there's levels to it. I said this on the stream. There's levels to it. Roman Reigns has Nike Air Jordans.
No, irrelevant.
The Young Bucks, it's not. The Young Bucks have Reebok. It's
With
terrible.
drawing pins through the bottom.
Terrible.
With drawing pins on the bottom, yeah, which they then hung Darby upside down and super kicked him in the face with these Reeboks with drawing pins stuck to the
Mind
bottom
you,
of them.
Darby had his protective mask with drawing pins for it as well.
They'd already taken that off.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it as well.
But they had that.
And then we had the weakest Rainmaker in history as well.
But just for the record, that super kick to Darby's face while he was hanging upside down was about 10 minutes before the end of the match.
yeah.
He was
And
then
he was
left
still there.
hanging upside
Just
down.
left upside down, bleeding.
To the
and-
point was the crowd was chanting, "Please help Darby."
Yeah. So when it first happened, Darby had got his hands on his face.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, you saw his hands slowly start to just drop until eventually his hands were both just down. And I'm fairly confident he was just completely out cold at that point because he'd been left hanging upside down for too long. It was
And the thing
it
was,
was
he was
kind of
losing.
painful to see, if I'm honest.
He was losing a lot of blood anyway, doing it.
Yeah,
before
it wasn't a pretty moment, but it was a hell of a match, a hell of a spectacle, and a hell of a thing to watch. I honestly recommend you watch that match because there's not much we can say that will explain what happened during it. Because there's so much.
The music spots actually weren't too bad. I was worried that we were going to
The
end
crazy
up
music
started
spots were
playing
great.
with Darby Allin to start off with, and his music playing all the way through, and I'm like, I just can't. And then the way they did it, I was like, it's not too bad actually, I suppose. And then got a final countdown a couple of times
Yeah, we did.
before
So they realised how much money it was being
before
cost.
whichever Jackson started moaning that it's costing them 200 grand every time it's played.
But that was so.
Can't
good
imagine that's
as well.
true, but
I can imagine they were paying a fair bit every time it was played.
maybe
but
not 200
Yeah,
grand.
not
No,
200 grand.
no.
But
That was,
overall,
It was. I enjoyed it. It was the right. The problem for me is the length. By the end of it, and even people in the crowd must be going, "Are we still here? Is it still happening?" That was the only complaint.
yeah, it's a long fucking commitment. It's
Well, think about it. For them, it's ending at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
yeah.
and you think that a lot of them were there for the
that's
full
late
pre-show.
for an event. Like it's they had a 90-minute pre-show.
Yeah,
So
hear the birds singing outside on Link's End as well.
11:30 to 5:30 in the morning. We've
There
been
comes
watching AEW. It's a long show.
there comes a time it's like the old WrestleManias. Sometimes they're a bit too long.
Yeah, no,
Otherwise,
I agree.
it was a great show.
I enjoyed it. So that's what happened at AEW Double or Nothing 2024. If you haven't already, then we haven't spoke about them, but please do the things down there, the likes, and the subscribes, and find us over on all the other socials over there, down below link, next to Pete, and we will catch you in the next one.
So yeah.
Please, I'm going to bed.